A Cagliari vs Empoli prediction, team news, lineups preview. With Cagliari still seeking their first Serie A win and Empoli defending an unbeaten record, both teams will have plenty at stake when they meet on Friday evening. The visitors arrive in Sardinia having held two Champions League clubs and beaten Roma, while their host's sole success came in the Coppa Italia. Match preview. Yet to taste victory in Serie A this season. Cagliari have lost both of their last two matches and have scored only one goal in 4 games so far. Last week, the Sardinian side were beaten 4-0 by Napoli on home turf, following a 1-0 defeat to Lecce just before the international break, leaving them 1 point above last-placed Venezia in the standings. Fans of the Rossoblu are accustomed to slow starts, as in both of their last two top-flight campaigns. Cagliari have failed to win any of their first 5 league games. Last year they managed just 1 goal after 5 rounds. However, head coach Davide Nicola can justifiably claim his side have been a little unlucky. They have hit the woodwork more than any other team so far, no fewer than 5 times in 4 games, already matching the tally they had on matchday 12 last term. Now, Nicola is pitched against the club he recently kept afloat in Serie A with a dramatic last-day escape, as Cagliari seek their first home win over Empoli in 3 meetings, having failed to even score in the last 2. When these sides last met, though, Cagliari did take maximum points, winning 1-0 at Stadio Carlo Castellani last season, when both teams were engaged in a desperate battle against the drop. By contrast with Friday's hosts, Empoli are still undefeated this season, after progressing in the Coppa Italia and then drawing 3 of their first 4 league fixtures. While that may seem a modest achievement, 2 of those stalemates came against Bologna and Juventus, both of whom finished in the top 5 last season, and they also conquered Roma at Stadio Olimpico. The Azzurri have never before gone unbeaten through their first 5 Serie A games of a season. But that feat is now possible, as Nicola's replacement Roberto D'Aversa finally takes his place in the dugout after completing a suspension, ahead of next week's Coppa clash with informed Torino. The ex-Parma coach will be keen to keep momentum building by taking at least 1 point back to Tuscany. Team news. As he looks forward to meeting his former club, Cagliari coach Davide Nicola could have a full squad available on Friday evening, with midfielder Matteo Prati hopeful of recovering from an ankle problem. Following a heavy home defeat last time out, summer signings Michele Adapo and Nadir Zordia may be brought in to freshen up the hosts' starting lineup, having been sent on in the final minutes of the 4-0 loss to Napoli. Up front, Roberto Piccoli is supported by Zito Luvumbo, who has been the Rossoblu's most productive forward over the past year. However, the Angola international has not been involved in a single goal during his last 9 league appearances, his worst streak in Serie A. While Nicola has all of his main men available, Empoli boss Roberto D'Aversa is still hampered by several absences. He will be without Samuel Perisan, Simon Zerkowski, Tyrone Ebuehi, and Jacopo Fazzini due to injury. In better news for the visitors, Norwegian forward Ola Solbakken is expected to overcome a muscular injury and may be able to start on the bench. With Fazzini ruled out and Solbakken short of fitness, Youssef Malé and Inter Milano's Sebastiano Esposito should continue to supply AC Milan loanee Lorenzo Colombo up front. Cagliari possible starting lineup: Scuffet, Zappa, Mina, Luperto, Zortia, Marin, Deola, Agilo, Gaetano, Luvumbo, Piccoli. Empoli possible starting lineup: Vasquez, Goglicids, Ismajli, Vidi, Giasai, Henderson, Grassi, Pizzella, Malé, Esposito, Colombo. We say, Cagliari 1-0 Empoli. There have been only 4 league goals scored between these two sides this season. So it may be that a single strike could decide the points' destiny. Backed by their noisy home fans, Cagliari can get off the mark with an overdue victory, just edging out their visitors from Tuscany. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.